What's good, y'all? Welcome back to brand new Comic Reaction, latest issue number 5 of Venom. So yeah, we're back, and it seems like Al Ewing has once again returned to write. Solely this time. No more of this Ram V fellow. That's interesting. Don't know why he was gone these last, like, 4 issues? 3, 4 issues? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he got busy with other comics. I don't fucking know. It's probably kind of strange. Anyway, let's just jump right in. Scare the boy a little for me, will you? Will you go, Bedlam? I say, then, as he forms from the matter, I leave behind me, I slip back into the time stream within a thought. In a game like this, you can set up the board even after play has started. I am not restricted to linear moves. I am playing against a novice. Eddie Brock tumbles helplessly through the centuries, unable to control his fall. But I am time's master. I've had millennia to prepare for the game I'm playing with him and the son he left behind. Thousands of years to become who I must be to win it. Murdis, who is highest, who surrounds all things. I flex my mind. Next page. And return whence I came, the garden. All of this is my creation, the surface details at least. My earliest move in the game, you could say. It is what it is, of course, but even so, it's nice to have a little color. A garden should be eye-catching, especially when you're entertaining a guest. Welcome. Don't try to talk. You're just reconstructing yourself from the available matter. Look at him. Just look. Struggling out of the ooze like the lungfish he is. Next page. Lungfish? A primitive creature with no understanding or no conception of true reality. You need a minute to get your bearings. It is your first step on a long, long road. But I'll be with you every step of the way. Look at him, Eddie Brock. How I hate him. Next page. All right, the garden party. Yep, Al Ewing, Pat Ryder. Next page.
So, what did you call this place again?
The Garden of Time, after Ballard. He wrote a story about a man who controlled time, but who couldn't turn back what was coming. Ahead of his lies, only entropy. You see, the end of all things, and behind us is the rushing river of eons that brought you here to return home. You must learn to swim in it.
It is not that simple. My real body's gone. It's burned. I died. Wait a sec. This all looks a little plastic or latex. Is all this stuff
symbiotic matter? This is what the symbiote's hive becomes. Notice the lack of a voice in your head. The symbiote at this far edge of history are dormant, deeply dreaming through the end times. But don't worry, Eddie. There's nothing that can hurt you here. That fucking smile.
You said this was your garden.
I shaped it to my preferences. Yes, the sleeping symbiotes aren't disturbed by that. A ball of goo, a beautiful flower. It's all one. Trust me. After 10,000 years, shape becomes a meaningless concept.
If you say so, maybe I'll ask one of them. But if you can plug in like that, you must be.
Like Null? Like you? A king in black?
Are you like Null? Are you him?
Oh, Eddie, how little you understand. Ha! No, my friend, I am not Null, but I am a king in black. In fact, we all are. Next page. Well, these are some interestingly designed symbiotes. Hey, hey, who's the new fish? And if I didn't know, Wild, sorry. That guy's design's really cool. Kind of reminds me of a predator. Dig it. Is a king from a relatively soon after your own time. Tyrone, his more well-behaved friend is from somewhat later. Next page. And this is Eddie, as you guessed. Wild, he's a king as well, who obviously came here the same way you did. He means by unshackling your mind from the flow of time. Don't ever speak for me. Well, somebody got insulted. I'm sorry, Murtius. I didn't mean to disrespect you. You know I only want to learn from you. Then listen more, Tyro, and speak less. Ugh. Apologies. I do try to teach those who wash up here how to navigate the currents of time, but mostly so they'll leave me alone. I can be frustrating. We're all kings, but that doesn't make us friends. Cool story, bro. Oh no. Next page. Well, here comes that big ass red thing we saw in the last issue. Carnage looking thing. Here comes Finnegan, if I'm saying it right. Right on schedule. This again. Oh God, it's right. Oh God, it's you. He was right. I can't watch this. Who? Just listen. Please, you have to listen to me. Just for a few seconds. That's all I have. That's all I need to. Hate you. My. He is one angry little guy.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's, Bedlam. I'm sorry. He's got a lot of problems. They both do. You should just die! Just die! Die! Next page. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, not on my watch, Psycho.
Oh, wait. Eddie, don't! Let him go if he wants. It doesn't matter.
Ah!
Next page.
You hate you more. Why? 'Cause I did what nobody else here seems to have the guts to.
And there goes Eddie's arm. Ah! Yeah! Look at those cavemen go. We can't all be as enlightened as you, Murdius. How come it's not you breaking this nonsense up? Why should I? We're kings in black. Minds without bodies, in a garden of bodies without minds. Let the goo splatter. If that's how Bedlam wants to ease his tension. It won't hurt anyone. Sure, that's practical. Or maybe you don't even want to try, in case Eddie finds out the truth. That you are as trapped as we are, in a cage all your own. Next page. Go on, do it, kill him, please!
What?
Yeah, please!
No.
Kill you! Kill you!
What's that? I saved that Gary guy, and he wanted me dead? And that monster, you just let him attack people?
Finnegan is very disturbed. He's always approached new arrivals with the same babble, which angers Bedlam. And well, you saw. I'm afraid it's just something that happens. Oh my goodness. Next page. Sure, something that always happens. Not like you can do anything to change that, right? I have things to attend to. Tyro will show you the rest of the garden. After that, we'll discuss how to get you back to your own timeline. Murdius, before you leave, there's something I meant to say to you. Something I forgot. Do you know what I forgot, Tyro? How pathetic you are! Stop crawling after me and do as you're told. And you ridiculous child. I have places to be. Yes, sorry.
Wow, nice guy.
Next page. Children. They're all such children to me. The other kings, Eddie Brock most of all, and Wild, forever leaving his bitter bars under my symbiote skin. He should be fully broken, but he's still capable of causing problems if only with words. Still, he's merely an irritation. Tyro his windingly need. His desperate bootlicking is a source of rage. What was he trying to remember? I should have listened, so I suppose, but I can't go back. Damn him, anyway. Damn every king in black but me. I'm too angry for delicate work. I need to relieve my frustrations, but that's fine. There's always a moment waiting in the past. Where I can do that very thing. This body's name is Ringo. Apparently, Eddie names them the simpleton. I spent a few minutes relaxing, waiting for George to catch me in the act and call his idiot master. Ugh. And when Eddie arrives, I'll drop a little hint about how doomed he is. Savior is fear. Before I destroy this body he's given a name to, right in front of his stupid, ignorant face. I'll make him feel so much better. Next page. And I'll set Eddie spinning towards the time stream and the garden. I'll place the pieces on the board, and they will move, have always moved as I wish them to, although I still prefer to move them in person. As at this point in time, in the wake of Null's defeat, there are traces of shed symbiote matter all over this world, fresh from exercise, in a simple matter to guide a few chunks together and shape them into what I want them to be. Upstairs, the boy sleeps. I consider my approach. In the end, I decide easiest to simply wear Eddie's face, mimic his voice, and say, Daniel, wake up! Next page. Whining human noises. Whining human noises. That's just funny. I tell him to pack. He needs to be on. He needs to be on the run, to feel alone and friendless. Eddie negligence has left the child disoriented, easily directed. I'll send him running, then lead him to the motel. Watching his father's death is trigger. That's been established. More noises. Pathetic human need. Oh my goodness, this is just awesome. The trigger for him to bond with the original symbiote, with Venom. Of course, the stupid child doesn't know. But something needs to start him on the way, and I won't leave that to chance. I refuse to. Not with this much at stake. Next page. I'll leave some evidence pointing him at the motel, then vanish. He'll draw his own conclusions. Vermin. Unsurprising given the state of this place. I have no feelings for Brock's son, but to let the child fend for himself while Brock gallivants across the galaxy, playing hero. Eddie deserves what's coming to him. There's no doubt of that. Every long second. The rat skull pops inside my mass and stops thrashing. The courts will come in useful. Spraying a little blood around will help convince the boy to. Hello, Dad? Next page. I can hear the voice on the phone. It's Brock, repeating what he's been told to, as if I'm deaf and stupid. Is that you, Eddie? I honestly couldn't say for sure at this point. When you manage to escape the garden, do you return to this moment, or is it that me, from farther along my own timeline, making sure? Go to the motel, the voice on the phone says. don't bond with the symbiote. Oh, Eddie, I honestly hope that is you. I hope you are that much of a fool. And then he just drops the rat. Next page. And off the rabbit runs, set on his course, exactly as I intended. Even when things don't quite go as I plan, they go as I plan. Of course they do. But I mustn't get too confident. In the end, all Eddie really is to me is another playing piece. The true game against my true opponent has only just begun. But I have made the first move. Daniel brought bonds with the symbiote that's unalterable. So now, the symbiote will begin its own journey to the place where I am awaiting. When it arrives, I will greet it, and I will shed the name Murdius as I have so many before it. For on that day, next page, we will be Venom. Nice. Alright, March. Alright. Get the new Venom logo for Daniel. Looks like I got a new one. Alright, this was a fantastic issue. Now that Al Ewing's back, it's almost like when Donny Cates came back after those nights of the fucking War of the Realms tie-ins. I was like, these are good, but it's not as good as when Donny, because that was when Donny was that guy at his peak. With like the Abyss and shit. But I will definitely say this is the best issue since like at least the first one, man. This issue was amazing. But yeah, overall I'm giving this issue a 9 out of 10, guys. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like, if you did, subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter for like, at least that's box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.
You